This is DJ Ruben C. I'm selling two Chauvet Scorpion 3-dimensional RGB lasers. So they're red, green, blue. They also get the, as you can see right there, white effect. I will show a little video. I'm going to set these up. They come in the original boxes, as you can see. I am the original owner. They've only been used for roughly 15-hour run time, and I've had them for less than a year, and they are in mint condition. You can see that there are no real issues with these at all. They function perfectly fine. They've got some minor scratches just from setting them up. The only scratches that I really see are around where the clamps go. That's about it. And maybe like a little tiny surface scratch on the outside of these. The seals are still on them. They've never been opened, never been messed with. Like I said, I've only used them for roughly 15 hours. And I'm going to go ahead and set these up and kind of show you another trick. Oh, actually, if you want to, these are DMXable. If you don't want to run these in DMX, you don't have to. They run 80 patterns. I have a trick that I use, is this joker right here. I'm not selling this. I'm going to keep using, but you can get this at Home Depot. It's got 3 channels. It comes with 3 of these. At Christmas time I bought it for $25, I think, and it's a wireless unit that when you turn it on, it actually goes wireless and it operates channel 1, 2, or 3, and you get 3 of these and you plug them in and you turn them off or you turn them on. That was my way around not having a DMX board at the time, and I could actually operate these off of that. So I'm going to go ahead and set these up. Alright, so I have everything now wired back in. I'm going to actually hit channel 3 is what I've got it programmed to, and it's shooting about roughly 20 feet across my living room. So if I turn that one on, you can see that there's a little bit of a delay, obviously, because it starts up. At 20 feet, you can see that that's floor to ceiling, which is pretty large. I've only got this side on, this side is off right now because I wanted to show you that even without a DMX board, I don't have these. You can link these if you want to. You can do master slave on these two, or you can do what I do, which is, and I'm going to shut it off for now, and then I'm going to turn this one on now. Now, the only drawback here in this demonstration is these lights are right next to each other, so you're not going to get a very good, they're overlapping each other, and I don't really like that too much, but they'll both turn on basically at the same time and go through their patterns together. So one of the good things about this is, if you wanted to do that, you could. If you want to run one of these lights by itself, you could do that too. I'm just inside of my living room, and you can see that these lasers are bright, and that's the 3-dimensional. When they say that it's a 3D laser, that's what you're getting. Normally with a laser, you're going to get either a dot on the wall, a streak. I do have other lasers that do liquid sky effect, that do different types of effects. But what you're looking at right now is instead of just being a triangle, you have a rolling triangle and a 3-dimensional effect. So it's a pretty cool laser to have. And this is, you know, a lot of light coming out. So like I said, in the description itself, you'll see the pricing for these. I will charge a shipping fee if I need to ship them somewhere. And I can do PayPal also. And if you're in the San Diego area, I can meet up with you, set these up, do a demo for you. I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with these lights. They are in pristine condition. And like I said, they've hardly been used. And you can see that they put out a lot of light and some really cool effects. 80 effects total is what they put out. They did discontinue these probably about, I don't even know if it was not even 6 months after they started making them. That's one thing that happens a lot of times. Chauvet, all these lighting companies and DJ companies, they always come out with something new and then move on to something greater. And it doesn't mean that there was anything wrong with the actual product itself. It's just that they move on for whatever reason. And I've seen these things selling right now on eBay for, I think, $400 or $500 is what I'm seeing them for. Check out my pricing, and if you're serious about it, you can inbox me, shoot me a message, and I will link up with you. And if I need to ship them, I'll ship them. And if not, if you're in San Diego, let's meet up. I'll let it record for a little bit while longer so that way you can see some more of the effects. And actually, I'm going to turn off the left one so that I don't have so much of the overlapping going on. And that's just the one by itself. And like I said, I'm about 20 feet from that wall. I'm in my dining room right now, and it's literally it's floor to ceiling, so the spread of the light is pretty far. I've used these lights as a couple of different things. My main thing I'd like to do was to put these onto a wall, and that was pretty much right there. That to throw that onto a wall, people just trip out when they're looking at it on the wall. And in this entire time that this video has been going, not one of these effects have repeated each other. So when you have 80 different effects, that's a lot. And of course, on a camera phone, the camera that's on my cell phone, I got a Note 3, and so even though you're looking at it and it looks really bright on here, it does not do it justice, because this is very bright. What's funny is I've never used the remote controls. They come with remote control, but I never saw a need to. But like I said, I hardly use these at all. I have a lot of lighting and I really don't need these anymore, so that's why I'm selling them. And I just never had a purpose to use the remote control. So I think that they're pretty cool if you just let them go by themselves. I have heard of some clubs that have these inside of the club. They're pretty good to put on a ceiling, like if you want to aim up, kind of similar to an uplight to give an effect above the crowd's head. You can shoot them above the crowd. You do not have to have a variance to use these. The laser is very bright, but not to the point where you're required to have a variance. If you don't even know what a variance is, then don't worry about it. Basically, a variance is high-powered lasers where you have to have a license in order to carry it or use it. And these you do not have to. You can actually use these. Anybody can purchase these and use them anywhere. So, shoot, it's almost October. Halloween's coming up. I don't know. DJs will use these. Clubs can use them. Or somebody wants to throw a little backyard party and have a cool light in their backyard. Alright, well, if you're interested, hit me up.